Okay, welcome to this video. I hope you're doing marvelously well. Welcome to my first YouTube video of the studio. I got this fucking recording studio going on here, and I all the time wanted to make videos about stuff that I do here. So yeah, I'm gonna get pretty dizzy in this chair here. I got this thing here. It's a Dynacord Echocord. From the, I believe, early 70s or something, late 60s, I think early 70s, I have no idea. It's transistor, and it's a very cool tape echo. It only has DIN connections like these bloody things. So I wanted to modify it, put 1/4 inch jacks in it. And then I also thought it would be cool to make it be able to be fully wet. So I can hook it up to my mixing console and I can actually use it in a mix, you know, the fully wet signal. This one also has a built-in spring reverb. This knob blends between the spring reverb and the tape echo, so that's pretty cool. So the modifications that I made to this thing, first of all, I put 1/4 inch jack in and output, and I added this knob here. If you put it to the left, it's original, so it has a dry signal, dry feed through the preamp to the output. And if you turn it to the right, you get only wet signal, and it also boosts the wetness. I put this in a line in, and the wet output was pretty quiet, so I would have to crank it all the way up and then still want some more juice out of it. So I actually found a way that if I put it totally wet, that it also boosts the output signal. So if I turn it to the left, it is still usable, for instance, to plug a guitar in here and put it on top of a guitar amplifier. Put it, I don't know, in that one, or that one, or that one, or that one, or that one. Orgonites. Here we got this fucking thing. This is the output. This is the input. I already tested it, just connecting it straight to my console, and that works good. So I'm gonna put these fuckers in. So now this thing has an input and an output jack. So I already found this little board is the preamp board. So the input signal goes in here, it goes through this preamp, and then from there I discovered that this wire with the red thingy sends the signal from the preamp to the tape echo and the spring reverb. This one sends the signal to the output. So I already discovered that when I took this one off, that it kills the direct dry signal. So now with this one gone, I only have a wet output. So I was thinking it would still be cool to be able to connect this thing, for instance, to a guitar amplifier and also have the direct signal, plus be able to, of course, blend in the tape delay and the spring reverb. Another thing is that the output of the wet stuff, now with this one gone, is pretty soft. So I have to crank the gain on a channel of the line in all the way up, and then still it's not that hot. So I was thinking this wire goes also to the output stage. So I was actually thinking of trying to hook this one up to this pot right here, because this is the blend pot between the spring reverb and the tape echo. So I guess one of those legs should be the the wet signal. So it is working. I put the jacks in, and I've been having one problem, is that I had this jack in the chassis and then it started making a ground loop. When I hold it against the chassis, it starts humming more. So I gotta find a way that I can put this jack in without the ground touching the chassis. Alright, so we had a ground loop issue on the input, so now I changed this metal jack that obviously grounds the ground to the chassis. I replaced it with a plastic jack that doesn't make contact to the chassis. So we lifted the ground going from the jack to the chassis. So alright, it's time for another test. Testicle. Ah, that's a lot better. It's a lot better. Sounds good. Alright, so what I want to do is try to make the output louder of this thing, more line level. So this wire came from the preamp originally, so I'm gonna try to make it louder by just looking for a spot where the wet signal of the echo goes and then send it over here too. It should make it louder. So I'm just gonna try some stuff out. I don't have a schematic. I'm always just experimenting around until I have what I want. Hello. Choo choo. Choo 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 choo. Alright. Perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for. I'm gonna try a few more. Maybe there's one that sounds better somehow for some reason. By the way, I'm paying attention that all these wires you can see are like shielded. They have a ground and a middle one. So all those are signal wires, because I don't want to hold this against something with like a higher voltage that will actually blow things up. So you have to be kind of careful where you try these. But at least I know that all those wires, those shielded wires, are okay. So that one also sounds good. Goes to the EQ. Ah, okay, so this is probably the output of the EQ. Yeah. It's a bit confusing. Only gonna put it on. So actually that one amplifies less than the other ones, but at least it's post EQ. That's loud as fuck. So this is post EQ and it's loud enough. So I think I'm gonna go with that one. So this wire will go to a potentiometer to be able to blend in the dry signal. So this goes to the output of the potentiometer, so the middle leg.